G'day viewers, in a few hours there'll be a preview stream for the San Bernardino line from Los Angeles to San Bernardino in Train Sim World 5. I'll include a link in the description. We've seen this slide before, so we've got the route has dense suburban scenery, roads, highways, town blocks, unique highway running experience in the middle of the highway, Metrolink CMF in Los Angeles and EMF in San Bernardino are all accessible. Deluxe Edition players can operate BNSF freight layers with Cajon Pass. Los Angeles, USA, 57 miles or 92 kilometers long, 16 train stations, Metrolink MP36PH-3C, and the Metrolink F125, Rotom cars, cab car, Bombardier cars in 2 livery variants. Bustling city to barren desert. That's how it goes down in California as trains embark on journeys out of LA Union Station. In San Bernardino line, Metrolink trains power through the LA suburbs and out along the east-west route to San Bernardino via 57 miles of track and 15 stations, 16 total. At LA, trains pass by the freeway and run effectively alongside the road traffic before branching out of the city. Built-up residential areas and industry fade out into a landscape of smaller towns served by Metrolink's commuter services, passing by Kaiser Mill and the Auto Club Speedway station, which only serves passengers on race days. At San Bernardino, both the depot and the station see passenger and freight trains meet. It also forms the location of the brand new route hopping feature, which you can read more about. I'll do a separate video on it. Below you can see some comparison shots shared by Kevin, a member of the beta testing team, showcasing the incredible work done by art and environment teams in order to recreate some of the locations along the route. You can view these by clicking on each image. So there's the real one. Here's the in-game version. It does look mighty close. I do like the clock. It's quite impressive. Rancho Cucamonga. Yes, it's a weird name. Rancho Cucamonga in-game. Real World Cal State. Train Sim World Cal State. So, pretty decent match there. In the August roadmap, one of the artists, Sam, explained a little more about the variety of locations players can enjoy along the way. Like the previous released London Overground Suffragette line add-on, certain stations along the San Bernardino line will feature working lifts. Metrolink MPI MP36PH-3C diesel locomotive. A little bit like the one we had on Caltrain, but it's had a few upgrades. Newly liveried in Metrolink colours is the sleek MPI MP36 diesel locomotive, often dubbed the Baby Bullet. These powerful machines haul travellers, commuters and shoppers out of LA using a sustainable biofuel that's 100% renewable and made from recycled natural oils. It's probably made of distilled Californians. This is the view of the cab in here. Though this type of locomotive has been seen in Train Sim World before as a loco add-on for the Peninsula Corridor route, for San Bernardino line it is largely rebuilt by our vehicle artists and reflects the changes both inside and outside that differentiate the Caltrain and Metrolink variants. There is also the Metrolink EMD F125 diesel locomotive. Joining the action is the F125 Spirit locomotive, seen in the previously released Antelope Valley Line route. Unique to Metrolink, the F125 is a relatively recent addition to the USA's wide variety of diesels, being built between 2015 and 2021. Like the MP36, its streamlined nose reflects the need to whisk passengers between stations on the line at speeds of up to 79 miles an hour, rather than sharp angles seen on most freight hauling diesel locomotives. The Metrolink EMD F125 diesel locomotive is included in Train Sim World 5 San Bernardino line route. Players do not need to own previously released content to access this train. The audio for both of these locomotives were captured during last year's audio recording trip to Los Angeles, as featured in the Dev Diary series. Adam explains more about how the team were able to utilise a non-revenue train that was arranged especially for Dovetail Games to capture everything they needed to recreate the audio in-game. Bombardier bi-level and Hyundai Rotem commuter cars, plus conductor mode. See one of the cab cars here. Accommodating Metrolinx passengers are two styles of commuter cars. This is also where you might be spending a lot of your time in Train Sim World 5's new conductor mode feature, allowing you to take on the role of conductor in service mode for the first time. The Bombardier bi-level coaches will be familiar to commuter rail users across other parts of the USA, and feature in variant forms across the Train Sim World route add-ons such as Peninsula Corridor. In San Bernardino line, these will come in two liveries. Passengers can choose to admire the views from upstairs or stay cool in air-conditioned comfort down below. It's a view out of the cab car. In the vestibules, the conductor panel features buttons required to operate the doors as part of conductor mode. These buttons flip around when they are unlocked. As mentioned in our previous UK-focused article, notifying the engineer of the all clear is done by blowing the conductor's whistle by pressing the horn key or button. The main difference with these Metrolink variants is the absence of a cab car. Whilst the cab remains physically in the car, they've been sealed off, as they are in reality and cannot be used in operation on this line. Instead, these sets have the Hyundai Rotem cab car, which was first introduced to Train Sim World with the Antelope Valley line. These allow for push-pull operation with both of the diesel locomotives. Cab cars as a concept are more popular in the US and Europe than they are in places like the UK, and allow for the engineer to operate the locomotive from opposite end of the train. Available with the Deluxe and Special Edition, and for previous owners of Cajon Pass, there is also the BNSF ES44C4 and SD40-2 locomotives. We can see here a C4 underneath the passenger train, with, of course, that's no moon, that's a space station in the background. The Cajon Pass route add-on brings freight to the scene with bright orange BNSF locomotives making use of an additional 85 miles of track between San Bernardino and Barstow, as well as additional service layers on the San Bernardino line. Cajon Pass sees the landscape become barren and daunting with the challenging gradients and twisting curves. The route tests both the horsepower and stopping power of long, heavy freight trains in a style of operation very different to that of Metrolink stop-start passenger trains. Cajon Pass and BNSF locomotives are included in Train Sim World 5 Deluxe and Special Edition, or are available to players that previously owned the Cajon Pass route add-on, or who buy it now because it's on sale. Timetable, layers, scenarios, gameplay. It's a cab car in the rain. The types of services available to operate in service mode include the Metrolink MP36 PH-3C and F125 locomotives hauling eastbound services out of LA Union Station. Cab car controlled services leading westbound services from San Bernardino downtown. Non-revenue trains within the Central Maintenance Facility CMF and Eastern Maintenance Facility EMF. Players will be able to choose from two timetables in the main menu, a weekday timetable and a weekend timetable. Another train sitting in the platform. The weekday timetable will focus on the running of regular passenger services. Many of these services will run the full length of the line, though certain services have been split into two separate services in-game to allow for short gameplay sessions. Services will end partway along the line, whereby the players can continue to operate the remainder of the service or allow the AI to take over. See one sitting here at San Bernardino in the big yard. The weekend timetable utilises service layers from Cajon Pass to shift the focus to freight. With less passenger services than the weekday timetable, of the passenger trains that do run, some of the race day services to Auto Club Speedway. Both timetables will feature non-revenue Metrolink services at CMF and EMF, as well as switching services using Cajon Pass layers at both San Bernardino and Kaiser Yard. See another C4 here. Freight and switching services are playable for those that own the Cajon Pass route add-on, which is available separately or as part of Train Sim World 5 Deluxe and Special Editions. Union Pacific locomotives at LATC Intermodal Yard will be available for players with the Sherman Hill route add-on. There will also be an AI Rail Tour service visible for players that own the Santa Fe F7 Loco add-on. 8th Generation Console Services. After reviewing performance on previous generation consoles, we've amended the timetable to provide a suitable experience for these players on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. As a result, the following gameplay will not be available for the route. a selection of playable freight service layers, AI freight services, Santa Fe F7 AI Rail Tour. All available freight formations will also be shorter in length. Scenarios and gameplay. See the MP36 here going through a crossing with the car actually stopped. A total of 5 scenarios are available in San Bernardino line. These are Raceway, featuring race day at Auto Club Speedway, Depot Days, featuring depot movements, Eye of the Storm, where severe weather has caused damage to infrastructure, Rescue at the Ranch, which involves rescuing another service, Graduation Day, which requires moving passengers at Cal State LA Station, the proximity of the racetrack at Auto Club Speedway and the station that is served on race days can be filled out by unlocking the scenery pile as part of this route's Mastery Challenges. Mastery Challenges require you to perform certain tasks on the route, like completing certain scenarios or travelling to a certain number of miles in a specific locomotive. Tier 1 challenges unlock decals for use in Livery Designer. Tier 2 challenges unlock toggleable scenery tiles. And there we go. That's it for the new route. It will be streamed live by Matt, and we shall see who else in just a few hours time after releasing this content. It's happening at 4 AM for me. I am not too likely to be watching the stream. I'll definitely watch it later on, and if I'm awake, you'll see me. Alrighty, have fun folks, and as always, here's a cat. Bye.
We played a game.